County. That didn't pan out, and fortunately I was informed through the grapevine that we were going to have guests from SWOCC here today, so they have graciously agreed with very little prep time to have a little bit of a discussion with you. I believe Jill is going to primarily focus on the Prairie campus a little bit, but I also wanted to say, you know, SWOCC has been a supporter of our club also. They were a generous corporate sponsor for Bike the Road, and so thank you. But welcome.
Well, I'll start. I'm Elyse Hamner, and I'm the foundation director at the college. But really, we were just coming here today because I'm a Rotarian. I'm a member of the Coos Bay North Bend Club. I come down for your Bike the Road every year and try to support that event as a Rotarian. And the college, I'm like half-time foundation, half-time college because we're tiny. And so I oversee our marketing and communications department, and my colleague Kelsey Gunther, who also is half-time foundation, she does sponsorship. So please let us know about events down here that the college can sponsor, because we like doing that, and especially with young folks and letting people know about opportunities. Foundation-wise, scholarships is fun. I love it. I've worked down here for years with Kareem, who used to work here, and she worked down on the Curry campus. We give out, I should have looked this up before I came, but we give out about 20 scholarships a year down here on our Curry campus, and we have quite a few students from Gold Beach who actually come to Coos Bay too, and we do scholarships with them. We have a great program. So it's awesome. We try to share those success stories in college news, which I think you get in your mailboxes 4 times a year, and try to let you know what Curry students are doing. So that's fun. In Brookings, Karen Pringle Cunningham, I don't know if you all know her. She lived here a long time ago. She's moved back, and she's on our foundation board, so we work with Karen a lot, and she's really awesome. And so hopefully you'll interact with her. But I did not come here to talk today. When I was talking with Brian Grumman at the bike ride, he said, what are you guys doing in Coos Bay? Because your membership is strong, and we're just struggling to get new members at Gold Beach. And I said, I can help you. So Jill Velde is our new Curry campus dean. And Jill is not a member of Rotary yet, but Jill really should be, because Rotary, you know, we do awesome things. I told her about the Voices of Rotary project that I work on, and Emily Francona up in Port Orford works on that with us, and not that you have to do that, but we do great projects, and you guys do great projects. So here's a potential Rotarian, and I'm not going to tell Jill's Rotary story. I'm going to let you tell that story and talk about what you're doing here.
Great. Thank you, Elyse. Just passing out my business card so you can get in contact with me. And I just wanted to thank you so much for inviting us down, for having this fortuitous moment where we can actually talk. It's lovely to be a guest, but also fun to share with you. So I'm new to the area. As Elyse said, I'm the new dean of the Curry campus, and I'm just absolutely thrilled to be here. And the community has been so incredibly welcoming, and just really looking forward to opportunities to partner with the community on any level. So I will share with you my Rotarian story. I was a young, single, divorced mom in Moses Lake, Washington, and somebody said to me, you should apply for the scholarship, and I did, and it happened to be a Rotary scholarship, and so I got a full 2-year scholarship to finish my bachelor's degree, and that was in the state of Washington, where I'm from. And so I have always felt really connected and really grateful for the Rotarians for helping me get a start on my educational journey and my career. So I've always meant to come back and join a Rotary club. So an invitation.
Do you live in Gold Beach?
I don't. I currently live in Brookings.
In Brookings.
I just moved there. I've been here full-time for about a month and a half, maybe. So yeah, just getting to know the community. But please reach out to me, invite me to your events. I don't really know many people, so looking to make friends and make connections. And
Can't you guys share a member with Brookings?
Yeah, so I wanted to share with you a little bit about the current campus and kind of what my priorities are, and kind of how we can work together. So one of my priorities is to develop a advisory board, just for me and for the college to figure out what kinds of classes we want to offer, what kinds of community ed classes we want to offer, what kinds of continuing education classes we can offer. And so that board will be meeting like quarterly, and it's just really an advisory board for me. So definitely want to hear from Gold Beach, so hopefully some of you will contact me and be interested in that. The other thing that we're doing, we had a series called SWOCC and Beyond. I don't know if any of you heard that or know what that's about. You do, Anna Marie?
A little bit, yeah.
We met, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure. So SWOCC and Beyond is a series of lectures and interesting topics that the community members are interested in, and then they host it, they set up a speaker, or they are the speaker, and they share the information that they've learned at the campus. So we may have lunch or one week, and then we may have a speaker the next week. And it's really just a way to bring the community into the college campus, and just a way to utilize our facility for the community, because it is your community college, so we want to make sure that we're available to you. So along those lines, we're partnering a lot with the community. We've had several different conversations just within the last week, partnering with the Arts Center in Brookings to do summer camps. And so we're just in the initial conversations, not quite sure what that's going to look like. We're partnering with the Coalition of Native American Tribes. It's a new 501c3 that just started in Brookings. And we're going to be doing some cultural awareness. They're going to be planning a museum, rotating exhibits, so we'll have some talks around that. Doing some stuff with taking samples, soil and water samples, to see the impact that the forest fires have had on our ecology. We're also talking with a local radio station to do some kind of training the next generation of broadcasters. So kind of looking at what that might look like, how to get younger people involved in public radio. I'm really excited about these opportunities to partner with the community, and they're just coming to us, and we're ready to have that conversation and figure out what we can do to bring this, to bring the college into the community and be a trusted and reliable resource for all of you. And so something that I always like to say, I got my start at a community college, and throughout my career, I've been really focused on community colleges. So I have a career in education and higher education, but I specifically love the community college because it's so accessible to people, and really I like to think we meet you where you're at, and we want to take you to where you want to go. So that's sort of my saying for my community college, and I just hope that you think on that, think about where you want to go and how we can help you get there. So with that, that's kind of like my 5-minute preparation here. Do any of you have questions? Anything you want to know about the campus? Anything you want to know about college? Me? Anything you want
What's
to
your
know?
enrollment?
What's our enrollment at the Curry campus? Or
Yes.
let's see, for fall, I believe we had about 207 students, and that's a mixture between on-campus and online. But those are students that had a Curry exhibit.
Are there plans to expand the nursing program at the Curry the Curry campus?
Yes, and I think Elyse knows a little bit more about that than I do.
I can talk a little bit about that. Yes, there's plans to expand it. And SWOCC's looking into a couple of different things. So Judy Dornbach, who is the nursing program instructor, is someone you should probably have come talk to. So the college is, I think it's starting this year, implementing a licensed practical nurse, like 1-year certificate.
Oh, great.
So currently on our Curry campus, I think there are there 8 students currently in the 2-year nursing program, which is really a 3-year program. They do 1-year prerequisites and then they get accepted into the program. 2 more years and they have their registered nurse. They go sit for their exam and they can practice. And the LPN will, I think, allow us to add 4 more students, and I might be wrong on the numbers. And we've been trying for years to be able to also teach people from across the border, because we do get students who come up from Crescent City, and you get your RN in Oregon, but they can't do their clinicals down there, and so we've been working really hard with Gold Beach, the hospital here, to have clinical places where students can come in and do their practicums alongside registered nurses. So adding LPNs, puts a little more of a crunch on having that space where students can do that. So we're hoping to expand down into California and do some kind of agreement with them, which would help us expand the program more. And they're as desperate as we are for nurses. On the Coos campus, we built a new health and science building. We put in new simulation equipment. We just added a brand new simulation equipment, I believe, this month, or we are, on the Curry campus. And they're like basically people with their machines. And so they mimic all kinds of health conditions. It's been really good training. The first LPN students will use those along with our 2-year nursing students. So kind of a long answer to your short question, but yes, we're expanding the program. We really need scholarships. We're making an effort for both campuses to increase that. Our Coos campus has about, I think, 104 students enrolled, first year and second year nursing students right now, and students from both campuses. When our students graduate, starting pay for nurses on the South Coast is $72,000 a year. I mean, it's a huge lift in our communities, and most of these students, when they enroll, they're low income, they get financial aid programs, so it's great. And I guess I cannot say enough about Curry General, how creative and helpful they've tried to be to our program. When we built the campus down here, when they ordered equipment, they ordered us equipment at the same time, and they've just been really instrumental. We're going to meet with them today.
My daughter went through SWOCC and is an
Did she?
RN,
Oh,
and
awesome.
she teaches now for SWOCC down at the Curry campus.
Oh, she's very
1 day a week. Well, she actually teaches the students at the hospital.
So she's a clinical instructor.
Yes.
And, we did a partnership with Southern Oregon Workforce Investment Board, which is like, this is kind of workforce nonprofit. And we can't pay them what they make. I mean, our nursing instructors make less than their graduates. So SOWEB has helped us pay so that they don't lose money when they take on our students. So it's been a really successful, awesome partnership. 3 years ago, when we started our expansion of the nursing program, a third of the people who practice here in Coos and Curry counties were 56 and older, and that was pre-pandemic. Wow. So a third of our workforce is retirement age. Most people in nursing retire at that age. They don't work until they're 65 or 67. So it's been really instrumental, and we're doing everything we can to keep this program strong here, and we have more students apply than we can accept. So I know long-term, the nursing department's idea is to increase the program here.
Great, thank you.
She's an awesome nurse. An awesome nurse.
Good, great.
Can you explain state, I think it's a state program for community colleges that provides for tuition waivers for good students? How does that work?
I'll talk about that.
Yeah, these are, and I am new, recently new to Oregon again, so I may not be up on all of those things, but believe me, I am learning on the job. So love that about workforce, we can learn on the job, right?
Jill's expertise is workforce collaboration and investment, so she's awesome here. Tuition waivers, we actually do that. The college does that. It's not a state program.
Okay.
We do that with your tax dollars. Any student who, gosh, I wish I'd known you would ask that, because I would tell you how many students we do it for here at Gold Beach and Brookings, but any student who has a 3.75 GPA through high school, they can come to SWOCC for free, and we'll pay full tuition at the college, either campus or online, and they can, first year, if they keep a 3.5 GPA, we do it the second year also. And we do tuition waivers for other things too, not just the 3.75 GPA, but it's amazing. I mean, it's $900,000 a year that I think on average for the last probably 8 years that we've funded for students to come to college for free. And these are students who wouldn't go otherwise, they can't afford it. And if they had, you know, the means, the universities tend to snap up those students and take them. So the ones who stay here are people who are staying in our community and they just don't have a means to go. So it's an awesome program.
Great.
Thank you for supporting it.
Could you maybe tell a little bit about the getting an opportunity for trade expansion and like apprenticeship type programs?
Oh, absolutely, thank you, yes. So the college recently was awarded a grant from the Bureau of Oregon Labor and Industries, or we like to call BOLI, and that is for a pre-apprenticeship program, so in partnership with the high schools, pre-apprenticeship in the trades, in the construction trades. So what the pre-apprenticeship means is that they will learn skills and they will learn a baseline of some of the construction, units, some basic plumbing, electric, and then of course building, and then that will help them. They will be connected to an approved apprenticeship program. They will go in. So apprenticeship, as you know, is sort of an earn and learn. So you spend part of your time with a mentor, a journeyman electric, or a journeyman apprentice, and they mentor you on the job, but then you also take classroom instruction. So the pre-apprenticeship program both introduces the high schools to these programs, but also gives the students a leg up when they go to apply for an actual apprenticeship program.
Do they need places to practice on?
They will.
Can we get on the list?
So the college did just recently, I think last week, hired an apprenticeship coordinator who will be leading that program. And his name is Daryl, and if you give me a call, grab my card, if I can put you in contact with him. He's obviously just coming on board, so he's got a lot of stuff coming at him, but I think we're interested in getting this up and going fairly soon. So yeah, always looking for places to practice.
So can I jump in and say one more thing? I forgot to mention, as part of the tuition waivers, we also, I mean, the other piece of that program, probably the bigger piece, is students in high school, junior and senior mostly level at all of our high schools down here, can take classes at SWOCC for free. So we do a lot of, we call it dual enrollment with the high schools, which is a really good program. And we're actually, have a couple job openings right now down here. So you know, folks, I was trying to talk to Jeremy about his wife. We need folks to work in our high schools and work with those students.
I wanted to say one thing. This is not so much a question, just as a little bit of piece of information. Our club has been giving out about $7,500 a year in scholarships, and a big chunk of that actually is going to students who are either going to SWOCC or other community colleges around the state.
All three went to SWOCC this year.
Okay, so, and I don't know, probably, my guess is that even for the ones that qualify for the 3.7 GPA, they're probably, those scholarships are still going towards the cost of being in school. But yeah, we are doing what we can to kind of support things, getting kids from our high school. In a lot of cases, our applicants are increasingly, like you said, kids that have extremely high need, and in some cases have had a tough road through high school and GPA-wise, may not even get 3.75. So just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, and our SWOCC Foundation scholarships, we don't put any kind of, our general ones that we fundraise for on both campuses, we don't put any rules. All they have to do is take 6 hours of classes. We don't have GPA requirements. They don't have to be a high school graduate. They could have gotten a GED. So we've tried to remove as many barriers as possible so more students qualify.
I just want to say, 2 of the limited board members of the Alliance for Community Media for this region reside in Curry County. One new member is at KCIW. Curry County Voices and the Rotary Foundation is the second one, and we would love to have a program where we can teach younger people to provide media to the community. We are in a desert here. We have 2 weekly newspapers and no other coverage other than what KCIW provides and what we provide on a limited basis. And you'll hear from me and Candace very
Good,
shortly.
okay, perfect.
That would
Thank
be
you.
great.
Absolutely.
I used to film the Tuesday night talks at SWOCC, and
Oh.
really appreciate what the college does for us.
Great.
Thank you.
Great.